3 times I had the lust to kill, to clutch a throat so young and fair, and squeezed with all my might until no breath of being lingered there. 3 times I drove the demon out, though on my brow was evil sweat, and yet I know beyond a doubt, he'll get me yet, he'll get me yet. I know I'm mad, I ought to tell. The doctors, let them care for me, confine me to padded cell, and never, never set me free. But oh, how cruel that would be, for I am young, and comely too. Yet dim my demon I can see, and yet there is but one thing to do. 3 times I beat the foul fiend back. The 4th I know he will prevail, and so I'll seek the railway track and lay my head upon the rail. And sight the dark and distant train, and hear its thunder louder roll, come to crush my cursed brain. O God, have mercy on my soul. Damn. Anyway, this poem sure was dramatic. It was fast-paced and exciting. I especially liked the part where the girl put her head on the railroad tracks and was about to die. And by like, I mean I appreciate the literary parts of it, not the death things. Anyway, it shows the mental battle between good and evil. I don't know if the main character is a boy or a girl. It's all good to me. But the main point here is that this girl, or boy, is going through mental anguish like no one has ever seen. And they're battling themselves on the inside and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. They're fighting demons. I'm not even sure if that's a thing you can do, but they're definitely wanting to not be fighting these demons. They want to be normal. They want to be as normal as possible, in fact. They are willing to submit themselves to mental institutions and treatments, and they know how ghastly that can be, but still, this is less ghastly than their current fate as an insane boy or girl. However, despite the fact that they long to be imprisoned, they don't want to be imprisoned. They're caught at that crossroads. No train pun intended. They're definitely looking for a way to become normal without killing themselves, but without facing the mental anguish imposed on them by others. They do state that living in captivity is not living at all, that having to beat back the demons actually makes them feel more alive than sitting in a padded cell will. They know that they're not going to be able to fight the demons much longer, but they're still caught between, should I live? Should I die? Should I stay? Should I go? Especially in the quote, 3 times I beat the foul fiend back, the 4th I know he will prevail. It says what I just said. So it does foreshadow death. They do say that they hear the train, the thunder, louder roll. So that can either mean that they hear their own death, or they're literally putting their heads on a railroad track, in which case they should really seek some mental help. The poem is written for the intent of entertainment. You know, it doesn't really tell the reader a whole lot about the situation. It doesn't even tell them the backstory, how they got to this point where they're fighting demons, because that sounds like a pretty sweet video game to me. They also do say that they want to kill themselves before they kill another. They're trying to say that they're a danger to themselves and others, but which one comes first? The poem does leave room to question the motives of whoever's writing it, whether or not the person's cute, definitely trying to see if the will of man overpowers the will of others, if the will to live or living in captivity is really worth living at all, that sort of thing. All in all, it's a very deep poem.